Hey you guys, Ben here. And look, I just thought I'd get onto you today. I'm in sunny Thailand. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and absolutely roasting hot. But I'm out in the gardens in Chiang Mai and I'm about to speak at the OECD conference on regulation. It's an international world trade organisation, and they look at things like what's best practice regulation, how do you get people to do things, and we've already spoken about how to get people to do things. It's lovely to come and talk to an international audience about the same thing. One thing I'm really going to try to put forward is when I was reviewing what we'd done over time and the steps we'd taken, the thing that really came home to me was we'd put people right at the centre of regulation. We weren't thinking about systems, we weren't thinking about risks and risk assessments. All of that was part of the delivery method, but not the reason why we were doing things. It wasn't the way we were doing things. The reason and the way we were doing things is we put people first. We went and spoke to people. We found out what their values were. We found out what they wanted. And then we tried to deliver that. We tried to do a good job on behalf of government and make sure that the food people got was safe to eat in a way that they expected it to be. Give them the information they expected to receive. And that actually folded out and gave some great results. People in restaurants suddenly found that if they were failing their inspection, it wasn't just that the government was angry at them. We published that information and ordinary people could find out how they were getting on with their inspections. It was a bit of a game changer, and I was interviewed on TV quite a few times with questions around, can we get hold of this information? And I know very often reporters were really, really happy to find that we just published everything. All that information was out in the world where they could just reference it, they could find it. I did a little social media check and people were checking it all over the place. People were reposting tweets, they were sending little links to finds we'd given out, to information we were putting out there. I guess the lesson for me in my life is it's super important to make sure that whatever you're doing, put people at the center of it. Don't make assumptions. Don't just think that people are gonna love your product. Don't just try to formulate the perfect model in your head, which I'm sometimes prone to do, right? I love a good, thoughtful model. I love a theory, but you've always got to test it with people. You've got to get out and talk to people, and that works both ways. Sometimes you think things won't work. Sometimes you're a bit scared. I'll tell you a silly story. Actually, my luggage is not here. I'm going to have to show up to this conference in t-shirt and jeans because that's what I was on the plane. I was a bit worried about it. You think, oh God, how am I going to look? So I just approached someone who kind of looked like they might be going to the conference, told them the story. They laughed. They said, oh, well, you'll be casual. That's fine. They weren't completely dressed up in a suit and jacket. And I thought, well, this is all going to be okay. It's allayed my fears. You've got to put things to the test. You've got to talk to people, put your trust in people's, thoughts and feelings, engage it. And that'll really help you get results at a very small result level and when you're rolling out absolutely huge projects. So that's my thought for today. I'll let you know how the talk goes. I'm going to love Thailand and I'm going to love you guys and leave ya. Have fun.